Ladies and gentlemen, I am Nicholas Melillo, Chief Blender and Tobacco Purchaser for Drew Estate. We're here in a beautiful Connecticut tobacco field. I'm going to explain to you a little bit about the T52 cigar and also the tobacco. T52 actually signifies type 52 tobacco, which is known in the valley as a Habano seed. Habano seed was originally brought up from Cuba in the 1800s and grown here in the valley. This tobacco, instead of priming I mean removing leaves one by one. It's actually when you pick leaves. So you would go and remove the bottom 3-4 leaves, then every 6 days remove the next 3 or 4 leaves. That's known as priming. Here in the valley, they do not prime tobacco. They actually stalk cut the tobacco. So they actually cut the tobacco right at the stalk. These plants have about 40 days in the field. Usually the process goes about 40 to 50 days in the field. The tobacco is actually topped. So you remove the center part of the tobacco so it doesn't flower, and all the concentration goes to the leaves. After the plant is topped, it remains in the fields for another 21 days, and at which point it is chopped, stalked, cut, and hung in the curing barns. Now, it's a little bit different process. When this plant is actually cut and hung, it is still receiving nutrients from the plant. So what it does is give the leaves a little bit extra oil and actually flavor. And that's why T52 Habano seed is very difficult tobacco to ferment and cure, because of the amount of oils. It's not a particularly thick leaf like the broadleaf, but it contains a tremendous amount of oils. We call it Nicaragua grasa, the fat of the leaf. And that takes sometimes 2 to 3 years to fully ferment properly.